right now.
All right. This is a brother with some more poetry for the people. Introduce yourself and go ahead.
My name is, they call me Wild Bill in circles, but everybody knows me as Bill. This poem that I wrote is called Wasted Talent, and it goes like this. Looking out into this world, seeing all the sea of disgraces, broken dreams and shattered lives are evident in young and old faces. Wasted talent overwhelms me when I think of what might have been. But when you're told you're nothing from the beginning, it's impossible for a black soul to win. Institutionalized behavior manifests itself in so many hearts. How can you laugh and joke, young brother, when your life is over before it starts? What? We must find ways to overcome this vicious cycle of slavery. Let's take back what the devil stole, my brothers, and let's do it today with bravery. What they're trying to accomplish is very subtle and a downright ungodly sin. Let's wake up before it's too late, before we find ourselves in their fields picking cotton again.
What? Hey, Dana Moon. Wow, that was powerful. And we got Sheriff Dorsey. What you think about that poem, Sheriff Dorsey, talking about the brothers? Tell me about that.
I'm dead serious. Ain't no jobs out here. Come on now.
Let him tell it. Let him tell it now.
I'm gonna let him tell it.
I mean, I think that's the way it is. I think that's the way it is for just about everybody.
Like I told you. Baby, you feel me on that boat?
So,
you feel me on that?
You know, we need to, like, you know, stop the institutionalized, you know, degradation of human beings, and you know, what is the cause of all of these things is unlawful under the law. You know, we have certain guarantees. You know, basically, this document says that, you know, the government can't do just about everything that they're actually doing. That, you know, we're all given rights from the Creator, from God, and that you know, most of what the government does is a violation of natural law, common law, constitutional law, and all these things are ignored. And you know, not for long though. I mean, people have a choice. You know, they can acknowledge that this is the way the system works and still go along with it. They can ignore the facts and live in a delusional state and think that things are based in fairness and rule of law. That's clearly not the case. And what I advocate is that, you know, we come together and we start planning the mass arrest of the leaders of the institutions that control our government. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Now, Mr. Dorsey, I wanted to talk to you about the article you mentioned to me this morning.
Well, you know, we talk about voter suppression. I mean, we talk about a lot of things, but now we're shifting gears to voter suppression. And basically, our government is corrupt and criminal to the core because our elections are fixed. And basically, my campaign manager and I, who's filming this, Teddy Parham, she and I went into the registrar's office of the city of Richmond at City Hall, and we asked simply for voter registration forms. I mean, I used to, you know, fill these out by the dozens over the years. You know, I never had to do anything but just grab them from the registrar's office and have them filled out. Now we're told that candidates for office can't get registration forms or absentee ballot applications without going through a state-mandated course. Now, I'm not sure what the purpose of this is or how complicated these voter registration forms are, but what I'm saying is if one pays taxes in the city of Richmond and anybody who buys a water, a soda, any food item, any item at any, you know, retail store, they're paying sales tax. And if they're not allowed to vote or prohibited to vote through some sort of outlandish, you know, way to suppress the vote, then that's what? Taxation without representation?
That's right.
Why did this country form? Because the freaking, you know, evil British, so-called British royal family, the imposters, imposters, and the illegitimate so-called British royal family was taxing the American colonists without any sort of representation in the government. And so that's what started this country. I guess we're going to have to do it again. I guess we're going to have to say, we're going to show up at the polls. If you pay taxes, here's your voter ID. You pay taxes in the city of Richmond. Here's your voter ID. You reside and stand in the city of Richmond. There you go. It's out there. It's going to be on the internet. People can ignore or pretend to ignore what we're saying, but we're right up in their faces. We're right in the registrar's face. We're right in the governor's face. We're right in the council's face. We're right in the police face. Secret Service. We're in their face when we get to turn the table on those scumbags.
That's right. The FBI's face.
The FBI. We're right in their face. Calling them out on their crimes. You're criminals. You're enemies of the Constitution. You're enemies of the people.
That's right.
And your days are numbered.
That's right.
You're guilty of violations of Article 3, Section 3 of the United States Constitution. Treason. Treason.
This one is called
All right.
All right.
Now, would you mind me sharing this one more time? I'm coming back at y'all one more time, live in color. Right down here in the city of Richmond. My name is, they call me Wild Bill, but guess what? Ain't nothing wild about me. I'm just the realest one of you ever want to see.
Come on.
I'm going to represent this man right here, Chris Dorsey, for sure, because C.T. Wood is a piece of shit.
Come on,
This
lay it on
poem
the
is
line.
dedicated to him. It's called White Supremacy, because he running with them racist crackers that go like
Come
this.
on.
You've been placed in the belly of the beast for a crime that you know you didn't commit. Life as you previously knew it has failed you and ceases to exist. Racist, corrupt politicians have made you believe the vicious lie. You've internalized your own self-hatred, and now you won't even get up and try. Institutionalized racism
Come on.
has been here for some 400 years.
Come on.
Our ancestors suffered crimes against their humanity.
Come on.
It's enough to bring a black soul to tears.
Come on.
The plan is to keep us poor and disenfranchised
Come on.
and caged up like a common crook.
Come on.
The grafted children of them white folks
Come on.
will destroy you without a second look. White supremacy has global domination, and its plan is to keep the black man enslaved. Their treachery and savagery has gotten much worse since they were forced to live in Europe inside of mountains and caves.
Come on.
Nat Turner became an overnight sensation when he took matters into his very own hands. He destroyed the slave masters of the future, who would have undoubtedly become a part of the Klan.
Come on.
So get wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, or their secret societies will continue to rule. White supremacy's ultimate goal is to destroy the black man and to forever make him look like a fool. What?
Wow.
Yes. Look, that was for C.T. Woody.
That was for C.T. Woody, and he back is Sheriff Dorsey. This is the new sheriff in town.
On that, bro?
The new sheriff in town. That was powerful. What you think about that, Chris Dorsey? It won't nothing but the truth, won't it, brother?
Well, I mean, I like to go into detail and into depth because deception is what controls all geopolitics. Deception and international banking, you know, money is a lie. They give us green pieces of paper and they tell us, you know, that we should sell everything that we have or you know, get rid of all of our moral, you know, standing to chase it around. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's somewhat accurate to say, you know, white people and white supremacism, but you know that white people, you know, were indentured slaves coming into this country. Oh, I know. I'm just getting into detail about, you know, the real culprits that are always the culprits. You know, if one follows the money. And I ask, you know, who owned the slave ships? Who were the Dutch masters? They weren't really Dutch. You know, who was the Bavarian Illuminati? They weren't Italian. They weren't Bavarian. You know, again, who owns the banks? Who starts the wars? Who owns the slave ships? Who carried out the 9/11 attacks?
They had a slave ship. Do you know they had a slave ship called Jesus? And they went to get
well, that's the old. You know what?
So come on now.
They call the Khazars. They call the Khazars Jewish. But they don't have anything to do with the lost tribe of Judah.
Just like Louis Farrakhan said. Louis Farrakhan, which is he's the head of the Nation of Islam.
Hey, how's it going?
He said that he's got written proof that the Jews were very instrumental in selling slaves right over in this capital.
Well, that's
So
the question.
now
You answered the question that I was asking. But what I'm saying is the scam goes even deeper than that, because these people, the word Jewish, people need to comprehend what words mean. The word Jewish, that's an English translation for the tribe of Judah. But the people who call themselves Jewish, they don't have anything to do with the tribe of Judah. They don't have anything. It's a scam. They are Khazars that the kings converted
brother, being that you running for sheriff, do you believe and understand that white supremacy still exists and it's globally? Do you believe that?
I know that there's a political movement, to be very specific, called political Zionism, and that's what controls the world. And it stems down from the Rothschild-controlled banking cartels and the supremacy and the Zionist supremacy of a group of people called the Khazars, who now are known as the Jews.
No, it's called the Illuminati. The Illuminati is what Tupac talked about, him and Biggie. And as we all know, both of them have been assassinated. Every great man that tried to let everybody know what was going on, they got assassinated. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Tupac Shakur, and Biggie Smalls, which is from New York. But my thing is this, I'm saying, do you believe that white supremacy exists?
Have a nice weekend.
Oh, my girl said hello.
I don't believe in the supremacy.
I told you asked about it.
I believe that there is a political movement where people control wealth and money and manipulate other human beings.
That?
Well, who owns the banks? What is the bank? The Bank for International
White
Settlements.
Supremacy. I mean,
Next weekend.
You can't hide it, man. There's no way you can.
He ain't trying to hide it. He already put it out
This
there.
poem right here is called the United States of Babylon. Okay. Y'all ready for this? And it goes like this.
And we're going with Lawrence. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm going to talk to him.
All right.
You gotta talk to him right Sunday,
After this poem, we going. We got to go.
Okay, are you ready for this one? This one is called the United States of Babylon. And it goes like this. United States of Babylon, your time is almost here to receive your punishment at judgment. Let me make this all crystal clear.
Take care.
You have destroyed the very fabric of this country, and you don't even care in the least. You sold your soul to the devil and have accepted the mark of the beast. We're headed for nuclear destruction, and millions of people will die. Revelation 9 describes it best. There'll be no need to ask the question why. Decisions based on money will finally become our earthly demise. China and Russia waits for our destruction, but to God it's of no surprise.
Come on.
You've taken them out of public schools and have removed them from the Constitution. But when nuclear bombs fall on this country, Babylon, tell me what will be your solution. Homosexuality in this country has become a thing of the norm. Millions of babies are aborted without ever having a chance of being born. United States of America and your wicked and deceitful acts. You played the whore for many years, but now you're on the brink of attack. But God in His infinite mercy, hallelujah, will give you one last chance to get it right.
Come on.
But if you don't take heed to these words of prophecy, then it all may very well end for you tonight.
Come on.
United States of Babylon, prosperity and peace is what you claim you desire. But you turn your back on my God far too long, and now your country will be destroyed by fire.
Very good. That's
wow.
And listen, listen, did you know that you are They told me
master
that
poet.
No, they told me I was an anarchist.
That's,
You can get it published.
that's right.
I'm just saying it's anarchy.
Come on,
You got it on
Lawrence.
tape.
Yeah, you know I got it going on. Come on, Lawrence. Come on, give us some.
Come on, Teddy.
Come on.
Get your stuff. Come on, Teddy.
Come on, Lawrence. Talk to me. Say a poem or something. I told the people you my friend. Without you and your laughter and your heart, it wouldn't be the same.
I met Teddy about a couple of years ago, and I think Teddy's a very sweet young lady. She's very helpful, and I like her personality because Teddy is good inside and outside. If Teddy could do anything for you, she'll do it for you. She's trying to help the homeless and needy, Richmond, Virginia, whoever needs any help. And we need to work with Teddy to get things better for the homeless and needy, because nobody cares about the homeless in Richmond, Virginia. The city of Richmond don't care about the homeless. They don't care where they sleep, under the bridge or in shelter. They just don't care about the homeless. But God said help the ones that can't help themselves. Do for the ones that can't do for themselves, we try to help them. And I love you, Teddy. You're an inspiration in my life, and I'm glad my Lord and Savior Christ put you in my life. If I can do anything to help you in my life, to make things better for you, that's ask me, Teddy. I'm right here.
Oh, Lord. Thank you, Lawrence. And what you want to say, WB?
You ain't that jam.
Say except we got a meeting
What?
September the 8th.
That's tomorrow?
That's tomorrow.
September the 8th falls on Sunday.
Oh.
But we meet on the first Sunday, but we meet on the second Sunday because sometimes the attorney's time is not his time because he's a married man.
Because he's a liar, cheat, and a thief.
Amen.
No, he's one of the young attorneys. The older ones I like to see come to the meeting. They never come to the meeting. That's Marcel Slaw, Lisa Bennett. They're the elder master. But they always send the young master because they want to dump the responsibility of the poor.
So it's like passing the buck.
Sure.
Because they handle the cases of foreclosure. I take it there's more money in cases of foreclosure.
Let's stick to this right now. Tell us about this meeting.
So the meeting coming up this Sunday, I'm going to bring up as WB Braxton Band 2, aka Scout Leader Band, about the autumnal crisis I'd spoken of earlier. We do not have a cold temperature or overflow site. Reverend Nelson has not renewed the contract, and this time he meant it. We don't have anywhere for the people who are released from Curritox or overflow. It's 6 a.m. for the overflow or cold temperature site and 7 a.m. for Curritox. Where would he go to get it out the autumn cold, let alone the winter cold? It was the Conrad Center, but the Conrad Center should be closing as of September the 5th, since central intake has now moved out. And I learned they moved to 511 West Grace Street, the building adjacent to the Daily Planet. So this happened supposedly by September the 5th. But they still didn't answer the question, where will the overflow of cold temperature shelter be? When the temperature is 40 degrees and below, that's when people are supposed to go to the overflow. But now DSS, Department of Social Service, have made a requirement to have a referral. And I disagree. Why would you need a referral to go to a shelter that opens up conditionally on temperature? It was a hardship when the central intake was located at the Conrad Center, which is 1400 Oliver Hill Way, across from the city jail.
Well,
Issues about transportation. I'm not sure if City Council is going to lose $25,000 for Daily Planet for the CEO to allow the mini shuttle bus to be employed to transport people from the
by the same people where it was employed. I mean, they messed it up. They had it. So anyway, there we have it. Mr. Bantu with the meeting date for Sunday from 2 to 3:30 at Legal Aid Justice Center, 123 East Broad Street. So I'm going to get that out there. They don't give it out early enough so people can make plans. They always give it out at the last minute so they don't have people there. I want to thank you, Bill, again, a powerful brother. I want to thank you, WB, another powerful brother. And I want to thank Lawrence. He is my encourager. He keeps me going. When I have no smile, he put a smile on my face. and he's not mean to me like some of them guys. So I thank each one of you all individually for loving me and caring about me and helping me do the things that I do to help you all. All right,
I
child.
keep folders on each one of these meetings.
Bill, I know you are talented. You are talented.
What?
You're very talented.
But look, Lawrence, I'm gonna say something. Don't put this on.